Hello, Miss Myers, can you hear me? Hello, Myers. Mr. Myers, can you hear me? Your voice is low. Hello? I think your voice is very low. Okay. Let me check your attendance. Put the names. Today is 4. Yeah, 4. Myers is here. Yep, Myers is here. Then who else is here? Jamara. Jamara, what's your last name?
Martin. I'm sorry, Martin.
All right. So I have 2 of you now. I guess we can start. Yeah, on Fridays we'll be having this class remotely on Fridays. I think that would be better for us. Am I right or wrong? Any objection to that? Hello.
That's fine.
Yeah, Mr. Myers, how about you? Mr. Myers? Okay. But he says he has a. Yeah, Mr. Myers. Okay, so I had my headphone in my mic, and the mic doesn't work so okay. Okay, anyway, that should be better for us, I think. So we have the class on Monday, Tuesday, sorry, Monday and Wednesday, but on Friday we'll have the class remotely. So it will continue be like this until the end of the semester. I just wanted to make sure that others are here before we can proceed. But it's a small class anyway. But I think I'm missing Antoine and Joshua. Yeah, missing a few people. Anyway, let's start. They can join us later. So we are still on facility location. And as I explained in the class, I'm going to put your first test this weekend. And so I will show you where the questions will come from. And then the kind of question I'm going to ask you, so you can prepare for those. And then I'll explain more as we proceed. So basically, the whole of this week, we're talking about facility location. And I mentioned earlier some of the methods to narrow down the location of alternatives. There are several methods we can use to narrow down the location alternative for the organization affected. Whether the location is to be at the national, if it's a national location or international location, or even regional, you can follow this approach. Some analysts recommended using quantitative methods, using it to find or establish the economic feasibility of each alternative location. Then after that, you can now conduct an extensive review of qualitative factors. Now, others focused more on the dominant factors. First, such as labor. Is there available labor in the new location? The markets. Do you have the market there? I mean, is there a demand in that location for that product or service? Then there are some places have zoning laws. Then, of course, after that, you can now look at the secondary factors. Now, we did this before already. I just wanted to refresh your memory. Yet other analysis requires, that we do some kind of cost volume analysis or factor rating system from, apply those for making a comparative analysis of the several sites that you want to put the location, and then choose one that would be more suitable in terms of cost, or maybe cost and profit. So today we'll be looking. I introduced you to cost volume analysis last time. We're going to do one more example of that to refresh your memory. I don't want to add new thing because you're going to have this test this weekend. So the test will be a take home. So I want you to focus on just the area we covered, which I will show you after the class is over. You have to focus on. The test is going to be 6 questions, but 4 of them will involve some kind of maths or calculations. Now, let's see. Let's go to where I want us to focus today, which is on cost volume or break-even analysis of location. In this case, we compared the locations on an economic basis by either, I wouldn't say either, just by estimating the fixed and variable costs associated with each location. Then either you compute or you graph for the information you have for one or more potential sites. You graph their total cost to their to a product or volume, or you can just calculate it. Then you can use that to decide which place is the best location for you. For the facility. Now, if revenues vary from one location to another, then the comparison should be made for a represented total revenue minus the total cost at each location. Now, I did this example, question 1 in the class last Wednesday. I want to do a similar question here, which is this one here. Let me take you to that one. Okay, this is right here. Said potential location in Mexico, Canada, and Germany have the cost structures shown in table 2 for a product expected to sell for $200. A, determine the most economical location for an expected volume of 8,000 per unit per year. B, calculate the expected profit if the site selected in A is used. Now, this is the table I'm talking about here. This is for available sites to choose from. A location in Mexico. Make sure you're seeing all this. Yep, I think you're seeing it. For a location in Mexico and for Canada and Germany, these are the 3 available locations. And for each of them, you have a fixed cost per year. For Mexico, it's $250,000. For Canada, $300,000. Then for Germany, it's $500,000. And the variable cost per unit is $60 for Mexico, $40 for Canada, and $20 for Germany. The question says that you determine the most economical location for an expected volume of 8,000 units per year, and then calculate the expected profits if the site selected in part A above is used. So the first thing, of course, is to enter the data set in Excel. After that, you can now begin to answer these questions here. So let me, first of all, know that the selling price will be $200 and that expected volume that to be sold, each year is 8,000. So let me take you to Excel where I can enter this. As a matter of fact, let me write them down first. Yeah, I got selling price is $200 per unit. Then expected volume, okay. That's units that will be sold per year, which is 8,000 units. So I'll take you to Excel where you can just type this in. Okay, this is question 2. Selling price is $200. Okay, I'll make it a dollar sign. Then units is 8,000 units. Okay. Make sure I send this. Yeah. So now we need to put the data for all this. So you can be able to answer the rest of the question. Okay. Let me make this thing more clear. Okay. Need to find the answer for all this. Okay. Fixed cost per unit. Total cost. Total revenue. Yeah. So and the formulas, I can bring it down. I have them written down, so I'm gonna bring it down here so you can see them as we do it. Okay, I can just bring this up, then bring it down. Okay. Or I can even put it on the side. I can put it on the side. Yes, let me put it on the side. That'll be better. Okay. All right. It should be here. So we're ready. Now, let's get the information from the PowerPoint and put them in the Excel. And then we can go from there. Okay. So I'm going to write this down for the Mexico, Canada, and then Germany. Okay. Fixed cost per year. Then variable costs per unit. So I got 250,000 for. Okay, for Mexico, I got 300,000 for Canada, and then 500,000. Excuse me, Germany. Variable cost per unit, I have $60 per unit. For Mexico, $40 per unit for Canada, and $20 per unit for Germany. So let me go and type them in, and then we can answer the question. Okay. Fixed cost, I got 250,000 for Mexico. So this, I'll ask you a question like this in the test. So I want you to pay attention so you can learn how to do it. And after, I'm gonna post this video for you, so you can also watch it later on. 300,000, yeah, for Canada, and 500,000 for Mexico. So for Germany. Remember, these are currencies. It's in US dollars, so I'm gonna make it US dollars. Then variable cost, it told us it's $60 per unit for Mexico. Again, I'm gonna make it $40 for Canada, and $20 for Germany. So like I said, these are all money. So I'm gonna make the dollar sign. Now we are ready to answer the question. Maybe I should bring this in here so you can be seeing it properly. Maybe, yep, this should be. If I do it that, I'm going to create a space here. So that's what I'm going to do so that we can put that, put the formula paper on top. Everybody can see it. Okay. Okay, let's come up right here. I'm going to bring it down and bring it up here. Okay, you guys can see it. Put it on the side. That's better. Okay, now we're ready. This is the question says, going back to the question, says, determine the most economical location for an expected volume of 8,000 units per year. Okay, to do that, we calculate the total cost. Total cost that will help us to find the one that have the lowest cost will be the best location. And the formula is total cost is fixed cost. Fixed cost plus variable cost times volume of output. Okay. In this case, our output is 8,000 units. Okay. So we have put right here. So that's the formula we're going to use. Fixed total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost times volume. Applying it here equals. Remember, before you do any calculation in Excel, you got to put the equal sign. So you have the fixed cost is right here, 250 plus in parentheses variable cost. Can see say variable cost VC, which is this one here, $60 per unit times volume. Volume, remember, volume of units, how much we are, the volume is, the number of units is 8,000. So we're going to put 8,000 right here and close the parentheses. Now, to make sure that this 8,000 is applied for the 3 countries, you're going to put a dollar sign here in front of the column C and in front of the number, column C and row 27. So put the dollar sign there as well. So that if it will use 8,000 to multiply the unit cost for all the 3 countries. Otherwise, if you don't put it, it might give you a wrong answer. It will definitely give you a wrong answer. And because it might use something different to calculate it, or it might not calculate it at all. So to make it continue using 8,000 units for the 3 countries, either you put the dollar sign in front of the C and 27, or you manually type in 8,000 units here. And once you have that, press the enter key. Give it 730,000. Then you can now copy it down to get the rest of them. So you can see that the one that have the lowest cost, total cost, is Canada. Okay. You can see that the one that have the lowest cost is Canada right here. So remember that the question says to find the question was to find the most economical location for an expected volume of 8,000 units per year. So based on our calculation here, you can see that Canada have the lowest total cost. So you can write here, let me put it a text, let me put a text box there. So we can write it. So the best location is Canada, based on our calculation here. The best location is, let me make it larger, probably 16 or even 18, so it can be clear. Yep, is Canada. So this is how you answer this kind of question. I'm gonna have a question like this, one in the test. The test will be 6 questions. 4 will involve maths. One of them will be this type. Then the other type, I'm gonna show you where the kind of question they will be. And later on today, I'm gonna make a videos on that and post it for you in Canva, so you can watch them before you take the test or while you take the test. It's an open book test, open book take-home test. Canada. Because so you get the total, the lowest, the best location, and then you state why it is the best location in 1 sentence or 2 sentences. So you can then have a full credit. So because it has the lowest total cost of 620,000. And that's it. So now when I'm grading this, I'll click on your answer and I will see the work that you did. I'll give you a credit. So if you type in answers without showing the work, you will not get credit for that. So please if you came late, the video of this class session, I'm going to upload it. You can watch it again, so you can see how I get it. So any of this answer, I click and you can see the work on this place that you did. Any question before I will answer the second question? Any question? So no question. Okay, good. Now let's look at the second question. The second question says it said calculate the expected profit if the site selected in part A is used. Okay. So now to answer this, I can just calculate the expected profit for all of them. Okay. Now to find profit, look at the formula here. Expected profit is total revenue minus total cost. So that means to find the expected profit, we need to find the total revenue first. And to get total revenue, we need price times number of units. They give us the price here and the units. If you look at the question again, you will see that they gave us the price and units, right? They said, the potential location in Mexico, Canada, and Germany have the cost structure shown on the table 2 for a product that is expected to sell for $200 per unit. And that they also give us the total units, volume of units that'll be sold in a year. So with that, these two information, we can calculate the total revenue. Okay. So total revenue again is price times number of units. It will be the same for the 3 countries because it's the same amount and the same number of units were sold. So it's gonna be equals 200 times the asterisk symbol is the times in Excel times 8,000 units. Now to make sure that it multiplied 200 times 8,000 for all of them, you just put the dollar sign here in front of C and the dollar sign in front of 26 and do the same thing for units. Dollar sign here. That will fix the units. Dollar sign here as well. Then press the enter key. Okay. It did this because the space is too small. So I'm gonna extend the space. You can see that. Okay. 1,600,000. Okay. Then if you calculate it for all of it, will be the same for all of them because it's the same output and the same price. But the one we're interested in is this for Canada, which is the best location. Because it says here on the equation, calculate the expected profit if the site selected in part A is used. The site selected in this case is Canada. So let's find the profit only for the Canada. Profit per year. Profit again is total revenue minus total cost. So click only for Canada. Put equal sign. Profit will be easy. Total revenue is of this minus total cost. Total cost is right here for Canada. And that gives us a profit, 980,000. I mean, you can do it for all of them and compare, but let me do it for all of them. Then highlight Canada. See, equals total revenue minus total cost. So that you can see that Canada is better, both for in terms of cost, because the cost is low. After I get all of them, I can highlight all of them. Let's see. Can highlight only Canada. You can see that, Canada have the, profit is higher because total cost is lower. For Germany, you can see this difference. Germany is 940,000, but for Canada, profit is 980,000. So, I mean, you can do all the work in Excel. You can, for those 2 questions that involve writing, not much to write, really, probably 3 sentences or 2 sentences. You can just use a text box. You can say, okay, number 1, question 1, you insert a text box like this one, click on the shapes, choose text box, and then put it right, and then say this is question 1, maybe question 1 answer. Then you type it, answer in, so that you can submit only one Excel file with all your work in one place. Alternatively, you can do the calculation in Excel, and then do the writing part in Word document. Then in that case, you have to upload 2 documents. I leave it for you to decide how you want to do it. Any question to this? Any questions, guys? Okay. Now I want to show you, since there's no question, I want to show you, because I don't want to keep you long. I want to just show you these places to focus when you study for the test. And then you can begin to study for it early. So one question will be like this one that I just solved. Remember the question is it's right here. This is the kind of question. One question will be like this. The other question I'm going to show you, I'm going to open the new one, the new PowerPoint presentation. Let me open it from here. You're going to come from, I think it's lecture 1, right? And SSCM 328. I think it's lecture 1. Yeah, it's lecture 1, I think. Yeah, I think it's lecture 1. Anyway, give me 1 minute. Let me pull it out from somewhere. Now, forecasting. Yeah, I'm opening the next presentation. So, not this one. No, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. I want this one. Let me see strategy. Give me 1 minute. I think not strategy. And yeah, one question will come from this clustership. Okay, one question will be from here. Strategy. That's one of the writing parts. Strategy. Let me write it down. Strategy. Okay. Then the other question, I'm looking for I didn't show you the strategy parts. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Be patient with me. I'm gonna get all these things out. It's coming. I keep opening this one. Yeah, I'm looking for part lecture 1. Lecture 1. Maybe this is it. 1 minute. Good. I think I got it. It's right here. Now, that question will be in this form. Yeah, you're gonna be this types. Productivity. Yeah, this type. This type. One question will be like this type. One of productivity, this type, and the third question will be this type on productivity. Okay. Then I'm gonna close it and open the next one, which will make it there's 3 questions now. Okay, plus strategy, 4 questions. Now next one will be we have one in forecasting. Okay. It will be this type. You have 2 questions from here of this type. Yep, you're gonna be this type. There are 2 questions of this type for casting. Question 1 starts, say the storage shared cell for Donald Green shown on this table, and they want you to calculate the 3 months moving average. So you're gonna be in this form. So I'm gonna make this is the one I'm gonna make video for you. 2 questions of this type, then 2 questions from the productivity. Then 1 question involve only writing. Actually, 2 questions writing. So total of 6 questions. 4 will be math problem 2 of this type, 2 of the 1 of the productivity type, and 1 of the type we did today. Then the other one will be a question that will involve writing, like this one here. Let me close this and show you what I mean. One on strategy. Strategy. Let me open it. Yeah, operational strategy. Yeah, strategy. So I will say, give me 1 minute. Yep. That'll be, yeah, one will be of this type, just a written part, strategy. And the other one will be on just supply chain. Any question? Any question, guys?
No questions.
Okay, so those ones that involve math, if you came late, just watch this video for the one we did today. Those other 3 questions, I'm gonna do a video on them today, later today, upload it. Then I'll make the test available probably tomorrow morning for you in Canvas, and it's gonna be located in this model. The model will be, you're gonna be on this model, you're gonna be here. I haven't put the questions yet, but it's gonna be on this model here. Test 1. So I'll make it available tomorrow after I finish, making the test. So if you don't have any question, then the class will be over. Go and try study those parts that I showed you on the video. That's where the question will come from. So it's on the PowerPoint. Each of the PowerPoint, I have them uploaded for you. This is the one we're using today. This is the one that for casting, and the spreadsheet is here. For lecture 1, I have it here as well, which is the where you have the productivity question. So you read them all, practice them, and then watch the video that I will create for you, and then we'll be fine. If there's no other question, then I'll see you guys on Monday. Okay. You guys have a nice day and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you too.